Imagine this, your neurons. They aren't little sparks firing randomly. They're like drummers in a tribal circle, beating in rhythm, falling into sync, sometimes clashing, sometimes harmonizing. Conflict. That's the drum line going off beat. Chaotic noise shaking your chest. Stress. That's the bass booming too loud, rattling the walls. Emotion. That's the sudden cymbal crash, sharp and overwhelming. But here's the trick. Neuroplasticity. It means you're not stuck with the same soundtrack. Every time you take what looks like a problem and call it power, you're changing the rhythm. You're teaching your drummers to shift from war beats to victory marches, from noise to music. When you fall off your bike and say, "I'm stupid," your brain makes a path. Falling is bad. Me bad. But when you fall and say, "That means I'm learning," your brain makes a new path. Falling is growth. Me strong. Which path gets stronger? The one you walk on most. That's neuroplasticity. The brain literally rewires itself around the story that you choose. Civilizations do this too. Ancient Egyptians. They looked at the Nile floods as a curse, then reframed them as a blessing. Because the silt fed crops. That reframing built one of history's greatest empires. Today, companies collapse when they label disruption a threat, while others dominate when they call it opportunity. The same pattern, individuals, cultures, planets. Science says neurons that fire together wire together. Karma says thoughts repeated become destiny. Fear says, if I try this, people will think I'm crazy. But notice, fear itself is just another neural surge, another beat in the rhythm. If you don't reframe it, fear wires you into paralysis. If you do, fear becomes fuel. Your signal, the transformation is knocking. So why do we get stuck? We get stuck because we confuse the surge for the self. Stress spikes and we think, "That's me, I'm anxious." No. That's like mistaking the thunder for the sky. The sky holds storms, yes, but it's not the storm. The main patterns that trap us, catastrophizing, everything is ruined. Personalizing, it's all my fault. Generalizing, this always happens. Minimizing wins, yeah, but it wasn't that good. Each one is just neurons firing in the wrong groove. Break the groove. Reframe the beat. Stress isn't proof you're weak. It's proof your brain thinks the situation matters. If you keep calling stress the enemy, your circuits strengthen helplessness. If you call it training, you wire resilience. Neurons, they're like muscles. Problems are the weights. Without lifting them, you never grow. So imagine 6 months from now. You've reframed every challenge into power. What's different about your posture, your voice, your life? Listen. You can either keep wiring yourself into a fragile, anxious little bitch of fate, letting every problem carve a rut in your skull. Or you can stand up, grab the steering wheel of your nervous system and say, "Fuck this, every problem. It's my goddamn gym membership." Every time you reframe, you're literally bench pressing with your neurons. You build grit, resilience, creativity. Don't do it and you decay. Your circuits rot. Your mind collapses. And your future gets dictated by the path of least resistance. That's not karma punishing you. That's physics. Electricity follows the easiest route. So either you carve a higher path or you drown in the lowest ditch. And as you hear this, your unconscious mind is already scanning for examples. Times you reframed without knowing it. A breakup that became your awakening, a failure that became your fuel. A moment you thought you'd die, but instead, you were reborn. Notice now how many other ways you can do this. In the boardroom, in relationships, in the silence of your own head. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. Until reframing isn't something you practice, it's who the fuck you are. Neurons fire in patterns, cultures rise in patterns, civilizations fall in patterns. You're the pattern maker. Reframe the surge, rewire the circuit, reclaim the future, or don't, and pay the cost. Either way, the law holds. Electricity flows. Consciousness collapses into form. And right now, in this moment, you choose which form it takes.